What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy Chris Chan. That's right, Chris Chan, aka DSP. We're taking a look at his daily rap video. By the way, it looks like our boy Phil won't be streaming today, so we won't have any extra content unless, of course, something blows up. But big shout out to Chris Chan and Sonichu for making a guest appearance on Phil's video. Apparently last night he played Sonic, and he was able to put on the Sonic hat and make himself look dumber than usual. So anyway, let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Rap.
Good evening yet again, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 29th of October 2024. Halfway through my streaming week. We have 3 more days of streaming left this coming week. As you can see, a fun day, a special day, a day of great progress and great support. Let's talk all about it. First off, on today's podcast, 2 days in a row, I had every intention that on today's podcast, we were going to talk about ideas for my new long-form React show and format that I'm probably going to start doing in December over on my DSP Reacts channel, because I'm going to retire my short-form reacting the clip show in a couple of episodes. But again, as I'm about to get set up and start with this, right, we get hit with breaking news that Sony is closing various studios and all kinds of crazy stuff. And so the whole tone of the podcast changes, and I covered that story in depth. Talked a little bit more about how I changed my co-streaming, which I talked about last night on this Daily Wrap, how now I'm co-streaming with a plugin rather than using Restream.io. And by the way, it went incredibly smoothly tonight. We had 0 issues with the late stream. So I actually suspect it was Restream.io causing my late night streaming problems and not my internet. So that thing is getting tossed. I am never paying them another $1. I feel like I wasted the $50 that I used them for 2 weeks for. I should have just found this plugin first, but it went really well.
Okay, so yet again, Phil, okay, let's establish this, that we all know that Phil watches detractor content. We know he does. He watches detractor content, and I'm pretty sure that he watches my videos. How many videos that I talk about Phil, doing multi-streams? And I think initially when I was having these conversations, I was offering up suggestions to Phil. I mentioned, why don't you just multi-stream on Twitch? Yeah, you're not partnered, but you can still multi-stream, and people can give you donations, and it's just a new audience, and then you can use it as a way to advertise to people on Twitch that maybe come over and check you out on Twitter. On YouTube, right? But of course you didn't want to do that because Twitch mistreated you. And then when Rumble and Kick kind of came out and they started popping off, I made the same suggestion. I said, Phil, why don't you multi-stream? It makes sense, dude. If you're looking for more income, instead of trying to beg the same 5 people, like, why don't you try expanding your pool? Like, expand your pool, Phil. Really, come on. Don't wait until someone bounces. Don't wait till one of your whales gets harpooned and leaves for you to then cry that you're poor and then try to find a new whale. You know what I mean? Like, be forward thinking, Phil. So when Kino finally convinced you to multi-stream on Kick, I came out and said, oh, dude, yeah, that's really easy to do. I don't know what Phil is talking about. Why is he stressing over multi-streaming? I mean, it's really easy to do. I know with OBS, all you have to do is pop in a plugin and multi-stream. It's not very difficult. It's not like you need to know how to program. It's it's not like modding a game or something, Phil. It's not difficult at all. Simply downloading the program, the plugin, and that's it, Phil. And we know you know how to do this because you've done it before. But of course, you never want to listen to anyone. You never want to take anyone's advices, because you always assume that, if it's coming from a detractor or someone that's been critical of you, it must be a lie, or we must be doing something to trick you. Like an idiot. So what did you do? You went ahead and you spent $50 on a Restream.io crap, which is crap. That site is bullshit. And of course, you're gonna have trouble because you're streaming to the site, and then the site is streaming to YouTube or whatever. So there's gonna be latency, there's gonna be hiccups, there's gonna be problems. And you knew this, but you decided to do it anyway because you didn't want to spend the 20 minutes to Google it, right? And say, you could have did a Google search and said, can I multi-stream using OBS? And it would have popped up a video to show you how to do it, brother. It would have. You could have gone to YouTube, searched the video, and literally within 20 minutes, you would have had to pop in for free. But because you refused to do that, you ended up paying $50 for a crappy website, just wasting money. And he does this with everything. He always wastes money just because he's too fucking lazy to research something. Like, research it, bro. You got an editing team. You got a bunch of dents that give you information. And I remember when you talked about multi-streaming, there were people in your chat actually saying, dude, all you need is a plugin. It's really easy. It's not any extra money. But you were like, oh, I don't have any time, or I can't, or what the fuck ever, man. Or you started talking about how, oh, your PC can't handle it. Your old PC, and you turned it into a fucking PC bag, bro. Like, come on, man. When you use OBS and all that shit, you know, come on, man. And your existing PC, like I've said, your existing PC, the hardware that's in there right now is strong enough to stream, multi-stream. I can multi-stream on 3 platforms. Phil, with my PC. My PC is a little bit, not a little bit. It's a lot more powerful than Phil's. But the hardware he has in there, Phil should be able to multi-stream without any problems and record his crappy videos without any issue. But he refuses to do that because he thinks he's going to get some fucking lag in his video game. He thinks when he plays Street Fighter that extra 0.00001 millisecond is going to make the difference between him winning and losing. Dude, it really fucking doesn't, man. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to complain about that because hearing him now take like a victory lap because he figured out the power of the plugin. Come on, bro. I mean, it only took you $50 and a month to figure it the fuck out. God.
Tonight, let's talk about streaming today. So after the Level 1 podcast addressing this issue, I then went ahead and played Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer for the day stream. Today we did some different stuff. I went LMG mode. So first we started playing small maps with the LMG, but also I had to do handgun challenge because that was the challenge for today online. So I got the kills with the handgun right away, switched over to LMGs, played with the first one, the starter one, whatever it's called, like the PU or something like that. Did it for a while. Then eventually I swapped from the small maps to the big ones again, played with it a little bit longer, and then people got a little bored. I was like, all right, that's the beauty of Call of Duty. Let's switch to a marksman rifle. So we did. We switched over to the 3rd marksman rifle. I forget if it's like the AKS or something like that. Played with that for about a half an hour. Finally unlocked the attachments, got the nice red dot scope, and then I started killing people from a distance. Great, doing really good. So today, again, good variety. We had handguns, we had smaller maps, we had LMGs, and we had marksman rifles. Keeping up with that variety of Call of Duty, and it's really working. Leveling up, I actually got Ninja by the end of the stream, which worked out really well. So good stuff there. Really had a great time. I hope that you guys that were there enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen the videos, they're all live on the channel. Tonight was the continuation of Sonic X Shadow Generations. As you can see, we had another awesome night of support. The streak has continued all day. That means, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new record, 43 streams of hitting the goals, crushing my trolls. It's continuing. Thank you so much for that. I'm so glad that people are enjoying all the content that I'm putting out. So how did Sonic go? I will say this. Tonight, we did 2 major stages. One apparently was from, like, some from Sonic Heroes, but also from, I guess people were saying Sonic Frontiers, but there was also some from Sonic 06. So there was a lot of different Shadow gameplay from various different games he's been in. There were 2 bosses. One was from Sonic Heroes, and one actually was from his final boss, Sonic 06. The only complaints I have is this. The targeting is a little wonky, and the controls when you're in midair aren't great. They're not, like, perfected. It feels more like Sonic 06 than it does, say, a more refined game like Sonic Frontiers. That's not a good thing. But when you're going fast-paced and you're running through these stages and you're just, you're hitting your stride, it's actually quite entertaining. And overall, I'm really enjoying myself. Now, I didn't go collectathon mode. It seems like this game is a spin-off, much like how Bowser's Fury was an addition to Mario 3D World. Mario 3D World was the meat of that release, but Bowser's Fury was like 4 or 5 hours. That's exactly what this feels like with Shadow Generations. It's not its own standalone game. It really is just an add-on to Sonic Generations. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a great time with it. And by the end of the night, we're almost done. So I think all we have left in the game is to unlock the final power, maybe like 1 or 2 more stages, and then the final boss, and it's done. But I already went a little late tonight. I didn't have time to finish it. So we're going to do 1 more stream of this on a late stream, probably Friday night. We're going to finish Shadow Generations. If we have extra time, which I predict we will, I'll probably jump in and do some of, look at that, went too far. Probably jump in and do some of Sonic Generations, and get a little start there. And then we can determine, do you guys want more of this game, or is that enough? And that's okay, whatever you want. If really all you cared about was Shadow Generations and you don't care about Sonic Generations, that's also okay. We don't have to do Sonic Generations, but I'm just saying, that way at least we'll have a full stream because I'll be playing both games on that stream, okay? But anyway, it went well. And by the way, like I said, no internet issues tonight, which leads me to believe fully that it actually was the Restream.io site that was causing me my problems on the late night stream. So, Thank you all. Now, here's the deal. Tomorrow, there's no early daytime stream, which means no level 1 podcast and no gameplay or anything first slot when I normally would be streaming. I have personal stuff going on. I have to do it. So because of that, I won't be here for a day stream. But tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, it's the premiere of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, The Campaign, which everyone has been telling me is about 8 hours long, is actually really good, and they want to see me play it. So I'm going to start that tomorrow night. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully people will show up and engage in support with this campaign because they've been asking me for it all week. So we're going to do it tomorrow night. Now, I will be back all day Thursday. It is my Halloween marathon event. I'll be playing a variety of Halloween horror games.
I let this go on way too long. My apologies. I was looking for a nugget in there, but there was just nothing but boredom. just utter boredom. So my apologies that I let that run on for so long. Man, I mean, God. The Sonic playthrough is boring. It is. The Call of Duty playthrough, Phil sucks at first-person shooter. He does. Someone that enjoys first-person shooters like myself, and I'm pretty good at them. You're bad, Phil, man. You just have no map awareness. You don't know what you're doing. You're just running like an idiot. You die you're like a button masher when it comes to first-person shooters. Those pattern play people that you talk shit about in Street Fighter, that's you, man, in Call of Duty. And watching you is just painful. To be honest, I haven't been able to watch much of it because it's just painful watching him run like an idiot. Because you just want to say, what the fuck are you doing, dude? That's not how you play the game. That's not how you play the map. Again, no map awareness whatsoever. Doesn't understand the mode, what mode he's playing. And again, he's just doing it for money. He's doing it to try to get bounties or whatever, which really hasn't been paying off. I mean, he barely hit the tip goal for Call of Duty. And then the Sonic was pretty dead, man. I think last night for his Sonic playthrough, he got 0 kick subs. I guess that's been maxed out. And by the way, just a little birdie told me that one of his whales that were dropping mega money on Phil on Kick decided he's done and moved on. I'm not going to say his name, but when you notice that he's no longer dropping mega bombs, you know exactly who it is. So big ups for waking up and realizing that, you know, putting money in the Phil is just a straight up money pit. So yeah, I mean, you're barely cracking 20 views on Kick, man. When I restream, Phil, just to let you know, Phil, when I stream on YouTube, I get about 750 viewers, and then my Kick, I get about 50, bro. I get about 50 viewers, man. 50 viewers. And by the way, yep, right there, Doody stream just popped up. His Kick popped up. Over 1,500 followers. If you have Kick, come and drop your boy Doody a follow, man. He'd appreciate it. And come out, check out the content. Your boy Doody has tons of funny emotes out there, and you could spam emotes to your heart desire. Anyway, enough of that infomercial. Yeah, I mean, today he's not streaming. I'm guessing it's a medical issue. Guessing he's working on the diabetes or whatever. Or the kidney problems. You know, your boy Doody speculated that Phil or Cat or both of them have diabetes, and being that Phil's been gorging like a pig lately on red meat and all that and food, you know, his gout could be flaring up, and the worst, gout doesn't kill you. What kills you is the effects of gout, and the number one effects of gout is kidney failure. So, yeah, if Phil refuses to modify his diet, he continues eating like a pig, he's drinking. So, yeah, it could be a kidney problem, and that's very severe for our boy Phil. And you can notice how puffy he is. Another thing, too, is when you have kidney failure or kidney problems, you start getting puffy. You get a lot of swelling because your water, you get a lot of water retention because your kidneys can't regulate your, like, excessive amounts of fluid in your body. So, yeah, that should be interesting. Let's keep watching that, see what happens. But at this point, you know, it is what it is. We get a little break. Enjoy your break, folks. And then, yeah, if there's any content tonight, I'll watch it and post it. He's going to play the Call of Duty campaign. I played the campaign. It's okay. Nothing to really write home about. The campaigns haven't been great since maybe Black Ops 3. So that's it, folks. That's all I have. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.